Bass Professor explores new depths at the top of the world.
Oh.
Doug Hannon finds adventure on the Norwegian high seas on today's Sportsman's Challenge. Norway is a land of many vistas, each one postcard perfect. If you look deep into each scene, you will find a place where the fish attract the attention of avid anglers. The island of Sørøya, just off the coast in the Norwegian Sea, is such a place. The area is home to some of Norway's hardiest commercial fishermen. In fact, there was evidence that ancient mariners fished these waters 1,000 years ago. For Doug Hannon, a trip to Soroya means a chance to discover a whole new underwater environment and to get to know the anglers who make the fish in these waters their life's work.
Hey, Doug. Come down here. I got some really exciting things to show you.
Okay. Is this how high the tide is?
Yeah.
Doug's host on this expedition is Geir Sivertzen. Geir is a member of Team Mustad, the Norwegian deep-sea fishing team. Just last month, the team took first place in the World Championship deep-sea fishing tournament.
It's one of the more exciting things we're going to test out today.
Even in the best weather, a venture out to sea can be a rough experience. For Geir, it's just another day in paradise.
Den norske sjømann et gjennomvarket folkeferd, hvor fartøy flyte kan. Der han førstemann, hvor fartøy flyte kan. Der han førstemann. If a fisherman can't go out when the wind is like this, he'll starve. He'll have to find something else to do. And up here, nothing else to do.
The captain heads for a likely spot.
Oh, the fish is here.
Once found, it doesn't take long for the action to begin.
Down you go.
Got one.
You got one, Geir?
Yes, I got one.
How big is it?
I don't know yet.
You got him?
Yes, I got him.
Look at that hook's got him.
Yeah, look, I've got it. My Mustad hook has got it.
I see him now.
Yeah. Can you see it's a cod?
Yeah.
See the brown color of the... Yes.
It's a good 5-pound fish, though. Just a beautiful fish. You know, they're a food fish, but they're an excellent sport fish.
Yes, they are.
For Doug, every
Feeling
fishing
like
trip is an opportunity to observe and learn from nature.
This is the most appreciated fish we have here in Norway.
They
Food,
also have a skin, no scales, right?
no scales.
No.
Skin.
I mean, no odor either. It's just that's a neat fish. You know, it reminds me of a largemouth redfish.
Yes?
See, if you took this off and closed his mouth down, it'd be a redfish.
That's the kind of fish we don't have, you don't find in Norway.
No. This is better eating than a redfish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got this one.
You can see the size of the eyes makes this fish a deep water fish way down where there's no light. That's conspicuous just from his makeup. The
find it-
spots mean he's an open water fish too as well. It's best camouflage down there. Beautiful fish. Beautiful.
The fish we catch, we will very often prepare it for dinner. There's plenty of fish, and the reproduction of fish is so good, even though oh, oh, this is a big one.
It is?
What did I say to get it to bite? I talked about reproduction, did I? This is a good result of reproduction of fish in Norway.
How big is your fish, Gert?
This is, well, at first I thought it was one of the very big ones,
But
I'll say this is 3.5 pounds. The half pound is very important, because the last one I got was 3 pounds. Oh, this could be bigger. You don't have to struggle a little when it's windy like today. Oi. I think the fish is that close to the boat that it can see it, and it's fighting back. It's a good one. I think it is a cod.
There are many prized species of fish in the depths of the Norwegian Sea, and a few
Yeah, it's venting there,
surprises
see?
as well.
Oh, that's a beauty. Have a look.
They're coming up next on Sportsman's
that's a
Challenge.
nice rod.
Yeah.
Skeeter presents Sportsman's Challenge, brought to you by Skeeter Boats, designed to fish, engineered to last. Yamaha Outboards, featuring a 2-year warranty. Mustad, the fish hook people. Be sharp, use Mustad. Stanley Baits, we set the standard, you set the hook.
Have a look at this one.
That's a beauty.
What do you think of this, Doug?
That's a gorgeous fish.
Yeah. Got my very special bait. This cod, how big is it? 4, 9, 10 pounds?
Yeah. That's a pretty cod.
Okay. Come back next year. Say hello to your parents.
I'm telling you, that's the best one we've caught so far.
Oh. Let's catch some bigger.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen the pictures of them this long, you know.
Yeah. We need both hands to hold them. And if we catch the real big ones, you'll have to sit next to me. You'll hold the tail, I'll hold the rest of it, and they can take a picture with the macros.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm ready for that.
Yep. Okay. You want to see another one?
Yes.
Same family or something else?
No, the same family.
Okay.
You know, one of the things about fishing in Norway is you're actually fishing in probably the newest part of the world. In other words, a lot of this land was just uncovered by the glaciers, and it was in an ice age no more than 10,000 years ago. So it's really an experience where you're experiencing the very beginnings of something, and that's a neat deal. The fishing here in Norway is different than really anything I've ever done, and yet it's not, you know, and that's kind of gives me a good feeling because I'm from Florida, and the same Gulf Stream that comes out of the Gulf of Mexico at my home flows all the way up to here and keeps these seas open to the point that even here on the Arctic Circle, it doesn't freeze over. And the fish follow this stream, making the Gulf Stream probably, as a current, one of the most productive food chains on the face of the earth and in the history of the world. So, you know, it's a real turn on for any fisherman to be in a place like this. And I can now say that I fished both ends of it. And it's a great feeling. It's great to be here. I have a fish, I think. Just,
Fish?
fish.
Good.
moving. That is a little one. He hit Torill's fly with his back.
Hey, Doug. The skipper has a magnifying glass if you want to use that on the fish.
He does, okay. Well, he'll need a telescope to see you when you're floating back there. I have another, Geir.
You have another?
Yes.
There was another new experience waiting for Doug.
You need a skipper's magnifier, or is it the big one this time?
I need no magnifier. I just need assistance in reeling.
A chance to come face to face with a most unusual creature, the wolffish.
So this is how they keep warm in Norway?
If the weather is cold, you very well go fishing. Down to the bottom, up again, down, up again. Big fish, small fish, will keep you warm. Oh, it's a wolffish.
Ah,
Have a look at this one.
what kind of bass is that? No.
My God.
I've seen
If you want to see your finger for the last time in your life, put it in here.
Okay.
Well, you caught it. You can do whatever you like with it.
I think I would like for you to take it off my hook.
It's difficult to stand here.
Now! Such a strange form of teeth. I mean, they're a predator. They use those to hold and eat prey.
Well, they take the muscles on the bottom.
So they can crush even shells and things with them.
The crash shells, that's their main food.
The smooth skin. Is this a fish that has the skin that they use?
Yes,
Makes
it
such
is.
fine leather?
This skin, you can make the most beautiful leather, and it's so strong, you can never wear those shoes out. And today, they make clothing of them. They could make a tie or a beautiful vest put on, yes. But if you ask someone 10 years ago, would you like to wear shoes or whatever made of this? They would say, no, we can afford
Real shoes?
real shoes. But today, I think it's the most exclusive things you can buy.
Really?
Yes.
People would say that's an ugly fish, but you know it's elegant in
Yes, it
what
is.
it is.
Wolffish leather is getting new respect these days. Back in the island of Soroya, there is a growing cottage industry for designing and creating stunning leather goods. The entire island went through a rebirth of sorts after World War II. The Germans occupied the island and destroyed nearly every structure.
See, they have all the cannons up here. And when they have that, they can control all the ships going up and down here.
But they could not destroy the spirit of this tight-knit community, and today it thrives. We'll head back to the waters of the Norwegian Sea when Sportsman's Challenge continues.
Now, actually, you can read the structure of the bottom by looking at the mountains.
Bass fishermen do that too.
Yes.
You know, they always said read the shoreline. But we're really fishing series of points, big rocky points and flats, similar to what would hold freshwater fish as well, that I'm familiar with.
Yes.
Except it's giant size, you know. And so are some of the fish out here.
I came prepared to fish this end of the Gulf Stream, but getting into the frigid water for a look around is another matter. So today, it is Geir who takes the underwater camera into the depths. It's amazing. Here in the Arctic Circle and at home in Florida, survival and adaptation are the common threads. The look of the landscape may be different than what I see at home, but there is a sameness about the activity. The vegetation still supports and protects new life. And the fish have evolved to blend with their surroundings. Until this flounder moves, its coloring makes it difficult to spot. Predator and prey relate in a complicated yet ordered manner. This sea urchin is a delicacy for the wolffish, like the one I just caught. The fish uses its giant molars to crush the urchin shell and to get at the meal inside. It's a fascinating world for hardy souls like Geir to explore. When he's not underwater or fishing, Geir is likely to be found in Gulvik, Norway, home of Mustad hooks.
Okay.
When you get the hooks out of the very high temperature, they will be brittle. And putting them in a salt brine gives them the strength that the fisherman will need. And you have also a very even strength on the hooks. And that is a very important thing. All the 100 hooks you get when you buy one, or the 25, should have just the same qualities. And they will in this process.
Exactly the same temperature.
Yep.
I've used a lot of hooks in my day, but it is interesting to watch true craftsmen put their skills to work creating the kind of hooks I use to catch bass or tarpon or even wolffish.
That's just incredible.
Geir has access to a lot more hooks, and he's willing to share them with Doug. Sportsman's Challenge will return, so stay tuned.
Skeeter presents Sportsman's Challenge, brought to you by Skeeter Boats, designed to fish, engineered to last. Yamaha Outboards, featuring a 2-year warranty. Rattle Trap, nothing works like a rattle trap. Mustad, the fish hook people. Be sharp, use Mustad. Stanley Baits, we set the standard, you set the hook. Air transportation provided by Scandinavian Airlines. Easy as SAS. For more information about fishing Norway, contact the Norwegian Tourist Board, 212-885-9700.
In mid-August and in the land of the midnight sun, daylight lingers well into the night.
The sun will rise in May and set in July, actually.
That's a long day.
Yes. And you really should be sleeping a few of those days. You could always sleep in winter time.
Yeah. Then you got the northern lights.
Oh, yeah.
It gives Doug the chance to savor the experience of his journey as it slowly comes to an end.
I have really enjoyed myself.
You like it?
Yes.
It's different from your kind of fishing, isn't it? This is not
very,
bass
very
fishing.
different. No, this is not bass fishing.
Oh, it's a nice goldfish. You see it?
For Doug, there is still magic in catching fish, no matter where they swim.
I'll tell you, I'll remember this day for a long time.
I'm glad to hear that.